Mr Wiggly, I acoustic, yo. Hey, step inside, I give thanks and the highest praise. Ground myself to my earth, connect out the space.
Well, hello everybody, it's Christmas time. It is the stream before Christmas and all was quiet. Nice and snowy, and today I've chosen to be a snowman, but it probably won't last very long. It's lovely to see you all. So sorry for missing last week's stream and the stream before last week's stream. I'm really sorry about that. We've had a couple of kind of double bouts of what I thought was COVID, and then for me turned into not being COVID, but the family did go down with it. Is that being a bit too creepy? Synthetic just said this is a bit too scary. Hold on, I can do this. Look, it's me. It was me all along. Yes, so I'm really, really sorry to Brian Oliver for not being around last week to do his stream, and we're already set up for Sunshine today. So we're going to get Brian on just after Christmas. I think there won't be a stream this time next week because it is literally the night before Christmas. I think, is it the night before or was Christmas Day? Something like that. But anyway, we'll be taking that off. I think there is a Clown Fest 7-day festival going on over Christmas. It starts Christmas Eve, certainly Christmas Day. Most of it's pre-recorded. So you can basically just 7 days worth of stuff starting around 7 o'clock every night. Just look at Clownfest, clownfest.live, I think. So just Google search for Clownfest, and you'll have 7 days of loads of different things. I am on the Christmas Day one, I think, but it will be pre-recorded, like I say, and it hasn't been pre-recorded yet. So what I might do is a Twitch stream if anyone's interested. We did a Twitch stream with Inky, just chatting about stuff, and hopefully she should be coming on. It is her birthday, or rather it was a couple of days ago, Inky's birthday, so it was pretty unlikely that she's going to come on screen with a camera. So we have this picture of Inky on standby, which is basically Inky lifting off into space ready for her. And apparently she said she's going to come on and chat, so that she's got the link, and then she made some excuse about resetting up all her kit and the microphone wasn't working, but it is an excuse. So basically, you know, she's going to come on and talk to us, which is going to be cool. We have a brilliant guest with us today, who's someone I've wanted to talk to for a while. It was in fact through Inky that I started talking to him in the first place, and I discovered his Twitch and YouTube streams, which are always on at stupid o'clock. He's based in kind of Boston, I think, and they're on literally like 1, 2 in the morning, but they're amazing, and he uses live vocals. It's sort of techno house oriented. It's not sort of techno. It's nice. There's no such thing as easy listening techno, but you know what I mean. It's like a nice thing to listen to when it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and it sounds brilliant. And he's got this looper going on, and his voice, and it's just a little bit different to the norm. So, without further ado, let's say hello to Brandon Esteves, also known as Sunshine. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. That was hilarious. That was awesome.
Was it fair? I think it was.
Yeah.
I think
2 for the clock. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
really
Thanks
cool.
for having me.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Loving the kit there. Everyone in the chat is going to be all over what's going on there. I'll play a little bit of your stream later on after the quiz, I think, and you can chat some more about the kit that you use. But genuinely, it's a bit different, your stream, just because there's it's a bit more organic than some, I think, and maybe that's simply because you're blending your voice in as you're playing. I think it's to do with the sounds you choose as well. They just sound a little bit more organic. It flows a little bit, very spontaneous, I think.
Yeah,
is the word.
interesting. As in, would you say organic as in it's not like too sequenced?
Regimented.
Would you say it that? Yeah.
I mean, organic can be in the feel, but it can also be in the sounds as well. So you know, they are quite wholesome, nice, acceptable sounds, rather than kind of German techno slamming sounds. Do you know what I mean? So somewhere between. But also the feel of the whole thing when you're swinging in vocals over the top and all that kind of stuff. It stuck out for being different in a good way. That you sort of kind of all these streams are going on, you know, and there can be, you know, everyone has their own little tweak. But I did like the fact that you're using voice in there, and you're clearly to me, you really don't know what you're going to play when you sit down. Would that be fair?
No, I have no idea.
Exactly.
You might see me sometimes. You're like, "Ugh."
Yeah, exactly.
Get
So it's
freaked
really
out.
good. So I spent a couple of nights late into the evening realizing kind of what time it was. And it was just like, oh my God, I didn't realize what the time was. So yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on. And I guess, can we find out a little bit about the past? What got you to this stage?
Yeah, guitar pedals, dude. That seems to be the story of most people my age who are playing with all this stuff now. They got into guitar pedals. Down below me here, there's like I got just like 20 of them. I got really into making ambient drone music, and I used to play out a bunch of times and just like space people out with drone sounds. You can see that on my YouTube channel. I did that years ago. I was really into just guitar pedals, maybe like playing 3 notes on the guitar. I totally forgot.
Literally playing the guitar in the first, so not really any synth involved back then.
No, I didn't even know what a synthesizer was till I was like 18 years old. I just knew about like keyboards, and I hated all those those crappy patches that'll come with a crappy Casio or something. Yeah. I thought it was all garbage. And but then dubstep came out around like 2011, and then I was like, what the hell is this? Like, I gotta make weird sounds now. So then I started getting into pedals more, and then through the pedals I met other electronic musicians, and that's when I discovered and I was like, wow, this is great. I love to party. And
that's so cool. I've had this conversation a couple of times this year, which is like, a electric guitar really only makes one sound, and all the sound of the guitar comes from the pedal and the effects and the amp and the distortion and the overdrive, and you think the palette of sounds that you can get out of the guitar, and yet we're reliant on the jack plugs generally. And I certainly was for years when I was playing live keyboards. I never used outboard effects, and half the time, to be fair, the keyboards I was using didn't have effects on either, the first generation of the analog stuff. Yeah. And it's such a cost-effective way. I mean, I say that there are some really expensive pedals out now, but in general, for under £100 a pedal, you can suddenly introduce this amazing kind of sound. So you jumped from... were you a bit of a guitar virtuoso, or
so
was it
I wouldn't say a virtuoso, but like I was at least well known in my area for playing guitar. But then I got like a little Akai drum pad because I liked hip hop. I was really into Jay Dilla. He's a big influence of mine. Yeah, Donuts changed my life. I went into a CD shop. I was like, hey, I love the DJ scratching sound. The guy gave me Donuts. There was no DJ scratching sound, but 31 tracks. I was like, heck is this stuff?
If anyone in the chat hasn't come across Jay Dilla's Donuts, basically, he's sadly passed now. His MPC 60 is in the Museum of Modern Art, I think, or one of the big museums in New York. He just turned his MPC 60 into a real instrument and sampled some crazy stuff and made what has become a classic album called Donuts, and there are some YouTube videos which go through every single sample he used and shows you where he found them and what he did. It's quite incredible. You could never make Donuts today because you'd never get the copyright clearance done. But it is a magical thing to listen to, just in case you haven't come across it. Amen. Absolutely. So you've picked up you're a guitar virtuoso. So were you playing in rock bands and stuff? What were you? Yeah,
I was playing in rock bands, mostly funk bands. Like that's what I was really into, funk and like R&B sort of stuff, like lame. We'd called it jazz, but it wasn't really jazz. I still can't play jazz to this day. It's a whole different level. We had like horn players, yada yada.
Oh, nice! Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, proper.
No, it was a great time. It was just like a bunch of kids, 18 years old, having a good time.
Oh, and that's so awesome.
And then I delved into the electronics, and then I got a bass station. And that
was that one of the first?
That was the first like analog synth I got. Yeah, and I was like, oh wow. Okay, and then I figured out how to loop it, and then like I had a Chaos pad as well, one of those Korg effects pads. And that was it from there. I started playing house music, started listening to it, started going to shows, started like studying it basically.
So what year are we talking about now, roughly?
So probably 2016 is when I started like really enjoying like just the 4 on the floor kick drum, just like, and just wanting
Any
that.
particular artists as well that you were playing back to back?
Fioc, or however you pronounce their name. Kink. I got really into Kink. Surgeon is crazy.
Oh yeah, Surgeon today is an inspiration to me, to be honest.
Dude's amazing. And then I don't know enough, like it's mostly just local DJs that I'll go to, like that's then my next source of techno. So around Boston there's this group called Infra, and they'll have guys like Perk coming through. Perk's like really big out here in like the harder scene. And
everyone needs a friendly DJ with some playlists to just keep you in touch with what's going on, because it's impossible. I have a couple from back in the day who are quite eclectic DJs, but they just share Spotify playlists with the stuff that's on Spotify, and then just other stuff that they can get hold of just to keep you in touch.
And Beatport, like these guys, they do stuff multiple times a week, and they seem to be making good money. You know, they're selling out shows, and they're just getting all the new stuff off Beatport, and they're just spinning it. And it's cool what they're doing out in Boston here, but everything closes at 2 a.m.
Is that because COVID? Because Boston?
No, it's just America.
Okay.
So you'll have to find like somebody who owns a cool little warehouse or a basement. It's like it's still really underground here. Yeah.
Crikey.
It's a shame because of that.
Let me say a quick hello to everyone in the chat now. A few more people have joined. We're doing really well, actually. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. Rustic was first in. Thank you very much for saying hello. Jen was second. Thank you, Jen. Next guest, Sasquatch, Lady Aptitude, hello to you. There are so many people, actually. It's going to be impossible, so I really want to say hello to absolutely everybody. Kent Spong, as always. Kent Spong. Can you tell me what's wrong? If you have any synthesizer issues, please go to Kent Spong to repair them, because he is just amazing, absolutely amazing. Martin Taylor, thank you very much. Paul Artola, David Serchek, Andrew Brooks, all these Wagyu, Jansetta, all these guys, just wonderful. You've been around all year, which is absolutely fantastic. Piano Teapot, finally worked out how you say your name. It's not Piano Pot, it's Piano Teapot. Thank you very much from... Hardware Jams is in the building, which is brilliant. A lot of these people in there have been really, really kind and donated over the past year. We should probably mention that just quickly. I think the Wiggly... What good timing! What amazingly good timing! I was about to say... Are you all right? Sorry about that. I didn't warn you.
Kent.
Yeah. Wow. Oh man, thank you so much, Kent. Woo, that's a good one. Kent Spong, where have you gone? There's a new one. We have a... That's not that one. Let me find out what's going on. I've missed... Here he goes. I'm just catching up on the chat. Kent, thank you so much, sir. That is just absolutely brilliant of you. I was going to say, a lot of the people, it's the same names, which is absolutely wonderful. Donating Kent is just the biggest donator, and he really shouldn't, because he needs that money to do stuff and to build his amazingly inspirational synth that he's been working on for a while. But I really do appreciate it. Any money that comes in via Super Chats goes to Loullamae's favourite charity, which is Great Ormond Street Hospital, which is a kids' hospital in the UK. Thank you, Kent. Oh, man. And every time a great big proper horn, that's not a sample, that's proper horn in this room, goes off. Keith in Watford, horns ahoy, thank you so much. It's absolutely wonderful of you. And also Jonathan R. Cross, thank you so much indeed. I think we got a double blast for some reason. Let me see if I can fire it off again. There you go. Thank you, Jonathan R. Cross, and thank you also to Jim Glue. It's just wonderful. So we make up any difference that YouTube takes, which is fab, so it's all good. And I was going to say that as of last week, we had made the grand total of £1,209. We smashed the £1,000 mark on the show with Ty and Kent, and it's £1,209. Not only that, we got a thing from Great Ormond Street saying that congratulations, you are a fundraising legend, and you are a top 10 fundraiser, Loullamae. So, and my word! Thank you, Callum, for the 79p. That's absolutely wonderful. Every single tiny little bit helps. So really, really appreciate anything that anyone could offer. So yeah, she is the top 10% fundraiser. And we made a little video to say thanks to include all the people from last week. So if you've donated today, unfortunately, unless you've donated before, you won't be on this video, but you will be on the first video straight after Christmas. So let me just run this for you, and the big thanks to everyone involved for doing this. Thank you so much.
Step inside, I give thanks and the highest praise. Ground myself to Mama Earth, connect out the space within the hallways of the heart, the mind and the state of being that I am as I vibrate. At a rate, oscillate like quartz crystal, Mama May. Earth, brother, honor and solid is there. Namaste, our heart is the brightest the sun, so we'll let it shine away, overlap and envelop each other in love and light. Simultaneously synchronize this energy, symbiotically sacred geometry, contemplate the symmetry and this imagery as we integrate the knowledge. This wisdom, see what the symbols mean and bodies for the temple beat. With a life force energy resides in the chemistry, bioelectric being the top and indefinitely receive and perceive to the physical machinery, conceived by the source, recognize that it blessed be rolling and I can't breathe. Conscious living never hurt me. One love, energy and sexy. Wind your line to the champion sound. Baseman move to the energy. Sunlight bread in a one way. One love, set your heart free. Wind your line to the champion sound.
Thank you so much. And as Kent Spong says, come on guys, break the honker. Just in case you didn't realize, it really is a proper honker. That's what it looks like. But it got so loud we had to stick the tissue in the top, and then it still got so loud that we stuck a dustbin over the top. So it's working like that, and at least it doesn't kind of blow our heads off. It's a proper car honker, so to speak. So thank you very much indeed. Guys, thank you. Jen S, previous guest on ours, the wonderful Jen S, thank you so much. That's really kind of you. And Andrew Brooks, thank you very much indeed. I just chased those books that we're going to auction, so we'll do it for New Year. For some reason they didn't arrive. Oh man. That's brilliant. Thank you, Andrew. It's very kind of you. We have some amazing books that Andrew won that he's donated to the channel to auction, which haven't arrived yet, so they'll be going out next year. And Ken Lewis, thank you, sir. A huge round of applause to everyone. This is just above and beyond the Call of Duty. It's absolutely wonderful. We will have smashed £1,300 for the year. Oh my gosh! This is just incredible. Thank you, Will Joseph. Thank you so much. Oh, is Loullamae here? She's going to have to come out in a minute and just say a big thank you to everybody. Ah, my word. Martin Matthews. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Martin Matthews, £10. Thank you. Oh, gosh, indeed. And Callum Rogers, £8.99. It's just exploding. Can you see them all in the background waving? There's Mrs Wiggly and there's Loullamae in the background, just going for it in the background there. Thank you so much. And David Serchek as well. Another $10. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's so wonderful. So wonderful. Yeah, what on earth can we say? That's just absolutely brilliant. I think we probably smashed £1,400 at this rate. Absolutely. Yeah, Professor Dick to Beat. If we were on Twitch, this would totally be a hype train. Professor Dick to Beat, go check out his show that was on here as well. Amazing show, actually. Very interesting. And he's also one part of the big donators. So thank you for that. Breath, everybody. The honker has a crack in it. Keep it up. Oh my gosh! We didn't really want to speak to Sunshine, did we? Synth Addict, thank you very much. Have a great holiday season and take a bit of this to buy some shampoo for all that dandruff floating. Oh, I forgot that was on, the dandruff floating in the studio. I think I've got a Christmas hug. There you go. Gethsemane Music. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. This is Brian, who was going to be on the show last week and will now be on the show in January, I hope. He doesn't know it yet, but hopefully he's got one free spot in January. Thank you so much, sir. And I'm so sorry that we had to cancel last week because I wasn't very well. So thank you. And we will need a new air horn, but I will pay for that. That's absolutely fine. And Inky the cat has given us £10 as well. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is incredible, guys. Thank you, honestly. Wagyu as well. Thank you for the dog. Oh, enjoy the doggy. Yeah, if you're not up to speed with the doggy, Loullamae really wants a doggy. Thank you. Thank you very. Yes, Bambi is getting a bit frisky there. Thank you. Inky, if you would like to come on and say hello, it would be very much appreciated, even if it's only audio only. Just hit the button and we'll bring you in. Oh my word! Thank you so much, everybody. Let's just calm the whole thing down a little bit. Big round of applause. Big love in the chat for everyone who just donated. It's absolutely brilliant. Thank you. And still it goes on. I Sing the Body Electric. Thank you very much. Honestly, we're not just in the top 10%. We must be in the top 2% at this one. Inky saying, get on with the interview. Okay. Take a breath, everybody. We need to find out a little bit more about our wonderful guest before they just kind of leave us to just to honk the honker. Let me get rid of Bambi. Right. So we just left you at the point. I only went off to say hello to a few people in the chat. To you just leaving a funk band. You discovered the bass station. You discovered and you had some DJ friends. So what happened next?
So mainly.
Oh, you've gone very quiet.
Ooh, have I? How is this?
That's getting better. Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
That's
Too much gain staging going on here.
Lovely.
Also, someone told me to sample the horn you got going on. I tried doing a little rewiring.
Whoa, that's good.
Too long.
My word. Goodness me, that would have been epic. Did you manage it?
No, I didn't manage it. There's too much going on right now with all these wires.
That was ace. Oh, never mind. Right, yeah, so I'm sorry. Do carry on. Big love to the chat. Thanks.
So what? Yeah, I had a good buddy. I lived up in this hippie town called Ithaca, New York, where Cornell University is. I wasn't that smart to go there, but I lived in that town. And there was this guy, Morrow, who started throwing techno shows there. More acid-oriented, more kind of hypnotic sound, not that really heavy stuff. I had no idea about the heavy stuff. So he started throwing these shows. He started throwing out these shows. And,
thank you, Adamski. Carry on. Thank you.
Thank you, Adamski. The shows were sick, and he booked me and my little band, the Sunshine Group. It was just a trio of us, so I had like the bass station and my Akai drum pad, and then some vocals and like the Chaos pad. That was my thing. A keyboard player, and then a guitar pedal player. That was like our band, the Sunshine Group. And we tried playing techno, man, and like no one was there. We played at like 1 a.m. It was like his third time trying this show. And we were so hyped on ourselves. We thought we did so well because we had just a great time. It was his friends jamming. But he gave us this look that was like, no, man, like you guys don't get it. And that like set something off in my brain. I was like, man, I got to get it. So ever since then, I've just been like buying more things to get it, like get that sound. And, through asking people on the internet, I learned the word is proper to get that proper sort of sound.
Okay.
So through that's like delay pedals, and just side chaining, just like a lot of little things that go into the production, even just like mastering equipment. At the end of the day, it's a huge sound of techno and like how all the compressors affect
very much
everything.
So, particularly live. That's what interested me about Surgeon, actually. I mean, for those, check him out. Surgeon is a techno DJ renowned for doing kind of live modular techno, and he changes his kit lineup quicker than I change trousers, to be honest. So once you think you've got it, he's off down another route. But he had a really good setup where it was either octatrack based as a brain, but and very a kind of drums coming out and a few 2 or 3 lines coming out of the modular kit, and then the octatrack was almost more of a mixer and an effects machine with some backup tracks in case he needed to drop to something. But he's used all sorts of other things, and he had what did he have? He had something weird on the outro, and it wasn't an analog heat. It was something like an obscure analog heaty kind of thing. But I remember him. I'll look it up in a minute. But I remember him saying that that final mix where it goes out is hard to do because you need to sidechain the kick a little bit.
Absolutely.
And it's hard to put that polish live. I guess you could have a laptop and pump it through like Isotope or something. But again, it's it kind of takes away from the whole thing about it. Funny enough, Professor Dictaby was talking about that as well. He does a lot of live stuff along with Piero the Acid Clown and that kind of that whole mob, and getting the kick drum, getting it to work almost as a live master is hard. And to be honest, I don't know what you've been watching, but is there much stuff about how to integrate pedals in a techno rig and how to do that stuff? It's not common.
That's a good question. This world is so sort of DIY. I've found everyone just kind of is their own little mad scientist, and they figure out their own way. So that's what I seem to have fallen into as well. Though I saw Fioc. I follow their Instagram. I don't know if anyone follows that. It's just goofy. They're just a bunch of potheads. And, yeah, but they showed their live rig, and they had a little 500 series set up. And I was
nice.
like, oh, that's how they do it. Because I'd be playing these shows with DJs, and I realized like my sets just sound hollow. They'd like these DJs are bumping through these subwoofers, and like my sets are just not coming through. So yeah, you're right. You either go through a computer, you have maybe Isotope do that, or because I'm just a hardware person, I went the Fioc route.
Martin's got it, and Jonathan's got it. The Otto Boom is the thing that Surgeon was using. Oh, what's that? Is that like a lunchbox?
It's basically a lunchbox. Yeah, it's like a compressor and like a hang on. I'll try to put it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's the Otto Boom was the one. That looks nice.
Transient shaper, dude. This thing.
I've got one of those. I've got the original hardware transient shaper in my rack from many years ago.
Amazing what it does to a whole live mix with techno. It just really, I kind of just set it on like a high sustain for low frequencies. And
well, the transient shaper was revolutionary when it came out because it was a hardware rack mount thing, and it's almost got like an envelope, so you can adjust the transients. So the kick at the front, the hit of the front of the sound, and the envelope of the fade. So it was very good for getting punch into kick drums or introducing clever stuff. And there are now some great plugin versions, so if you just look up Transient Shaper as a plugin, but we have one of the originals there, which was a total game changer, actually. Really, really good. So the Otto Boom is the magic I'm getting a wave, did you say? Is the magic a kind of box that Surgeons ended up using in his most recent incarnation, I think. Also, Adamski, not forgotten your lovely donation saying let's think about some of the kids who aren't at home this Christmas, which is absolutely spot on. And again, Great Ormond Street doing a wonderful job there, but it must be tough if you're not at home for Christmas this year. So thank you for that donation. I don't know whether Inky's going to arrive. She's in the chat. She's going ooh and stuff like that, but she's definitely bailing out. She hasn't hit that dial button yet. Right. So this is the start, the kickoff of your love of all things techno, and you're kind of finding your way through to the whole thing. So when did the streaming start? Was that an early?
It basically started because of COVID. I was playing out just as a musician a lot, doing playing bass, playing keyboard, playing drums, guitar, wherever people need me. Occasionally doing stuff with this, maybe with hip hop people. Wasn't doing much techno. There's not much electronic. There's only dubstep bass music sort of in my city right now. In Boston, there's stuff, but I'm an hour west of Boston, and it's I guess COVID hit. I was just bored. I wasn't gigging out anymore. I had to do something, got really into the techno more. I didn't know how to improvise yet. I was more so at the time before COVID, I was writing sequences. So I decided let's start improvising and actually seeing if I could, because that's the only way I feel I could compete with DJs is if I could have something new every time. You gotta a lot of musicians say don't look at it competitively, but I can't help but look at it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You have to keep yourself on your toes.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to sound good. You know, I want people to dance.
Completely.
And
just quick one. Sorry to interrupt. Ken, before it whizzes off the screen, Ken was saying, are you ever at the Great House of Guitars? I guess that must be a local guitar store to where you are.
No, not yet. But I'm gonna look it up now. And
Adamski's saying, you use oral exciters at all?
Not yet. I haven't really ventured into that realm of audio manipulation yet, dude. I'm still getting used to compressors. And I think just like 3 weeks ago, I finally started hearing this transient shaper do stuff. So like my ears are still like, I'm still learning, man. I'm still getting there.
It's kind of weird because when people were mastering to cassette just before DAT became normal, oral exciters were strapped across everything because they brought back the top end and all the kind of mush, and suddenly everything sounded pristine, and they were so overused that everyone kind of goes, oh, all excited these days, you know, because basically after you'd spent 2 days mixing something, you stick that across it and it always sounded better, you know, not necessarily, it would do immediately, but then after a while you'd be like, oh, start pulling teeth, you know. But I guess the equivalent of an oral exciter these days is something like ozone, isotope ozone, or the Otto boom or whatever that we mentioned, which is, it brings in the top end if you want it, but it's much more kind of artificial intelligence looking at the thing. And I mean, I've been a fan of Ozone since version 3 came out, which is years ago. I even used it to master an album back then. Because,
they're on what, 9 now? Jeez.
Yeah. It was a little
They're
tiny
out of
little
Boston,
thing.
Actually. They're from Boston.
Are they? Oh,
yeah, I think their headquarters is from here.
Love what they do. Absolutely love what they do. And it's getting so good these days. Sorry, Martin was also saying Surgeon. He's my fellow Surgeon geek. He's now using a Pulsar 23 Norand. T1 MIDI sequencer 1010B, right? He does change it such a lot, but yeah. So okay, so sorry for the interruption.
No, it's all cool.
So I dragged you off away when you were right in the middle of saying kind of where you were getting.
Yeah. So started improvising, and then I would every once in a while I just try to record it like in hi-fi. You know, each thing would be multi-tracked into all my stuff. And I just try to go for an hour. Just try to pull an hour. And maybe like 1 out of 10 of them I liked. And I uploaded like maybe 5 of those to YouTube.
Oh, nice. So you were kind of pre-recorded, going live, but you weren't live, if you see what I mean. So
yeah, exactly. So doing like pre-recorded and being like, hey, doing, what's it called? Doing premiere sort of stuff. And, but then COVID started getting let up a little bit. And little venues around here who knew what I was up to started having me, you know, just play at little art openings or like stuff like that.
Nice.
Little tiny gigs that maybe feed me or give me some beer or something like that.
That's a great way to start, though. What a brilliant
I know it's a great way to start, but I'm getting hungry, man. That's the thing nowadays. But that basically made me kind of was like the slap in the face, me like, dude, you just got to perform. Like, you're here, you're just gonna do it. And since then, I was like, okay, let's start doing these late night streams. I'm in a metal band, like an operatic metal band. We practice every Wednesday night. So after practice, I'm like, let's start streaming. So I started doing that. And my second stream, that was maybe 6-7 months ago, I got rated by some like hip hop producer that's relatively notorious. I don't know, one of my friends knew they were. And that got me like a little following, and
that's all it takes, isn't it?
Yeah, Inky. I don't know how the heck Inky found me. She was like, check out this
She's
Facebook
insane.
group.
I mean, in the nicest possible way. She just finds these things and goes, can you check this guy? And it's like, where did you find that? I don't know. I mean, she's kind of central to this whole thing. She, like I always say, she's the reason that I stream on Sundays, because Jamie, funnily enough, who was on before me, used to stream at this time and then stopped. And it was like, she was like, well, no one's not doing the weekends. Who's going to do that? So, well, I'll do one, you know. Well, she's absolutely brilliant. Incidentally, she's moderating this, so be nice to her. I always say, not that any of our chatters have ever been any trouble whatsoever. And I think, to be fair, Inky's obviously not up for coming on. It was her birthday though, so I did make a birthday jingle for her. So here you go. Where are we? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Inky. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, there you go, Inky. Happy birthday to you for Friday.
Those are really some great harmonies there.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to play it again. Here we go. Thank you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Inky. Happy birthday to you. Very good. We're going to try jamming here. Definitely. No one's managed to kind of do it because of the latency, but I reckon it's perfectly possible.
It maybe worked. I don't know. I don't know how it's kind
I think if it was kind of quite ambient, it would be good. Yeah, happy birthday to you, Inky. If anyone else wants to come and join us, we'll do a quiz in a minute, but the link I'm just posting into everywhere at the moment, so all you need is a cam. You can do it from your phone if you want. There is always a place for you here, Inky, if you do want to come on. So thank you very, very much for all the wonderful work that you do. And I think you're quite entitled to have a rest because you're probably, suffering a little bit after the birthday celebration. So that's cool. Do you want to do a quiz?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hang on a second then. Let's see where... here comes Loullamae.
Loullamae.
Right, let's see what's going on. Hopefully we've got this camera. Let's see what's going on. So I should be able to flip you. Perfect. Yeah, we don't need background music now. Feel free to play away. That's absolutely
this reggae track is
sweet. Right. Okay, so you've probably seen a little bit of the quiz before. I think Inky probably told you what to expect. I mean, there are no right answers.
No, we'll see.
But who got the record? I think, Mrs. Wiggly's in on it as well as the judge. Mrs. Wiggly, are you there?
I am here.
Let me turn you up a little bit.
Hello, Mrs.
I'll be honest, I haven't kept track of who's
winning. Okay, no worries.
But we did have there, by the way, some APIs, some
yeah. That's they're very cool. So my voice is going through, and Loullamae's voice is going through. What I decided to do was build a 2-channel mixing desk to the best, the best I could possibly do it. So because I didn't want a big desk and I couldn't afford a Neve or whatever, but I just thought, well, look, if I can record in stereo through the best possible equipment, if I can get it into the computer, then I can do that. So I bought the 2 API channels. There's a Neve submixer and a couple of nice compressors and stuff sitting kind of there. So no compromise. As long as you only want to record 2 channels, basically. And then once it's all in the box, I can do whatever I want. And I do spend quite a lot of time sending stuff out from the computer through something and back in. So if I'm working, even if I use Serum or Omnisphere or something like that, I'll often just send it out through have a plugin called Incinerator that I do a lot with it, but it could be through a compressor or and send it back in. It just makes it a bit more me. Do you know what I mean? It gives it a little bit more of an oomph. So, but yeah, very lucky to have this kind of stuff. So, quiz wise,
could I, before we go into
this,
could I say hello to everyone, because everyone is kind of saying
would you like to come on camera?
Just quickly.
Yeah, Mrs. Wiggly's in the place. Say hello to Mrs. Wiggly. Yay! Oh, pardon?
Hi, Miss Wiggly.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, hang on. Ooh. Oh, that's brilliant. Loullamae sorry, Mrs. Wiggly doesn't often want to come on stream except for special occasions. So we'll see you in a minute, Mrs. Wiggly. Hello in the chat as well. The amazing Rich Hilton's in the chat. He's absolutely wonderful. Been a brilliant guest. One of the best guests we've had, which is amazing. Loads of love for Mrs. Wiggly in the chat. Right. You ready for this quiz? All right. So it's open to everyone. If you haven't seen it before, most people I think have been here before. Make sure you're sorting your comments in YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, pop on over to the YouTube link if you wouldn't mind, because everyone is, that's where all the kind of cool guys hang out and everyone chats. I can't give you the link, but if you just flip onto YouTube, search Mr Wiggly, I'll be the #1 thing there. Make sure you're listing those chats as all chat rather than top chat, otherwise you'll miss half the things. And also, chat runs at different speed for different people, so please don't be upset if you think you typed the answer first but you weren't first, because it's only just a little bit of fun. All right, so are we ready? Loullamae, are you ready?
Yep.
Mrs Wiggly, are you ready?
Yep.
Right, let's get Loullamae in frame. Sunshine, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so let me get you ready for... Where's my quiz video? Oh, I had it all set up. Stand by. Okay, here we go.
What is Amelia's elves called?
Her elves?
Yeah, she's got 2.
Ellie and Arnold.
No.
Not quite good names, though, actually. They're not crazy names.
It's like, do I have another answer? Can I go again?
Yeah, no, just go for it. Absolutely. Badger and Baboon. In joke from Kent there. Daisy and Ariel from Robar.
Can I have a hint?
Frack. Yeah, first
It's a girl and a boy.
girl and a boy.
Girl and a boy. Okay, that was going to be my question.
Boy's name begins with a B.
Oh, is it Brandon and Sarah?
No.
Doesn't matter.
It's really hard, actually.
Brian.
No, it's 1 syllable.
Oh, ooh.
It's not Bob.
That's
Close,
what
I think we might have to give this one a miss. Oh.
Did I get Ben right?
Someone got it!
Oh.
No. Oh, it is
Lady
Ben.
Popoff got Ben. Oh, did you say Ben? We missed you. Sorry.
I mumbled Ben. I won't take it. Vladdy wins.
Oh, sweet. Okay, well, the other one was Cookie, which I don't think you're going to get. That's kind of too hard to get. Incidentally, I've just remembered we did a poll at the beginning of the chat, which is bigger, a lion or a horse? Because Mrs. Wiggly and I had a debate about this. Mrs. Wiggly was adamant that clearly a horse is bigger than a lion, and I said, don't be silly, a lion's bigger than a horse. And I've realised that the answers are actually a yes and no, so it makes no sense as a poll in YouTube. But 75% of people said yes.
I said yes.
Did you say yes, saying that a horse is bigger than a lion, or a lion's bigger than a horse?
Said yes, because I thought it was funny. So I said yes.
What's bigger, a lion or a horse? Yes, 72%.
I think a horse.
Oh!
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yes.
I don't think it's a horse. What do people...
I'm with you, Miss Wiggly. I'm with you.
A horse is bigger than a lion.
Hey, could a lion eat a horse and
Yes,
chase it down?
definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
But maybe a good kick, and the horse is free. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd go... Richard...
I'm with you. I'm with you there. Yeah.
Richard Hilton is the voice of reason in the world, to be honest.
Yes.
So, although there's a lot of people saying horse, I was laughing at you for saying that a horse is bigger than a lion.
Yeah, I know you were.
Jen saying the horse, a horse, of course. Honestly, I thought I had this one wrapped up. Horse all day long. Lions are huge. Here we go, Wagyu. Why do you think they use them to build the pyramids? I'm not sure if that's helping me here. All right. Well, we'll have to think of another question, but this time have a yes/no answer for the next one. All right. Sorry. So let's go for another question. You ready, Loullamae?
What time did we go to bed last night?
Ooh, I'm like just you or the whole family?
It was sleepover with Amelia, so
Okay.
Well, Wagyu.
Midnight.
Wagyu got it already.
Straight in.
Oh,
Midnight.
Wagyu, well done. Hey.
Okay.
Well, you got to be quick off the draw. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okie dokie, stand by. Oh, I can't whiz around these videos quickly enough. Okay, here we go.
What did me and Amelia cook for breakfast this morning?
What did you and Amelia cook for breakfast this morning?
This might be a really American answer. Grits and eggs and bacon.
Well, it was eggs.
Eggs, okay.
Okay, Amelia and Loullamae are 10, so that's pushing it a little bit for breakfast, because they did make it on their own. Oh, Gethsemane's right with eggs, bacon and eggs, pancakes.
Yeah, Boheme got scrambled egg.
Scrambled egg, did he?
Yeah.
Excellent. Where's that? Boheme. Hey, Boheme. Thank you so much. We'll get a big round of applause for Boheme. And I mean, the other one was eggs as well, really, wasn't it? What was the answer to the other one? It was eggs on toast, which was absolutely delicious. Oh, kippers and custard. That sounds terrible. Kippers. When I read kippers, I thought, that sounds like eggs Benedict. That's eggs and... How do you make eggs Benedict? Eggs and cream or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Black pudding. All right, so Wagyu got that one. Eyes down. Next question.
How many sleeps until Christmas 2025?
Until 2025?
Yeah.
All right, you're not pulling any all-nighters, right? You're sleeping every night. Until Christmas 2025. That is going to be 1,400. No, I'm losing it right now.
You got it right with the 1,400. That's worth half a point.
1,420.
Higher.
Wait. Oh, yeah. No, you're totally right. Times 4. Oh, I forget how to do multiplication. You guys
must
use
have Googled
calculators.
it.
You're all cheating. You're all
Yeah,
cheating.
he's Googled
maybe
it.
they're guessing.
Yeah, but I think
It is 1460s.
I'll give Brandon a point for that, because
he needs a point for that.
the official answer was 1467. And Gethsemane Music got it. I'm not sure if it's 1466 though, because we said sleeps and they might have counted Christmas Day. So somewhere between Wagyu and Gethsemane, but it's got to be a Google on that one, isn't it? I can't believe that would be not a Google answer. All right, so I'm rooting for you here. We need a few more right to get you into the top of the team here. Ready?
What colour are Mummy's new glasses?
Oh,
Black.
what colour are Mummy's new glasses?
Black.
No.
Oh, I can't even tell. I can't tell. Are they purple?
No. It's a funny
I can't tell.
colour.
I can't tell here.
It's the colour of an animal.
Is it the color of brown?
So it's
Brown?
Oh, they had to choose.
No, someone
Oh, Sasquatch. Oh, hang on. Hold on. Tortoise. Ken Lewis got tortoise.
Sasquatch got it before.
I got Ken Lewis above Sasquatch in my
have
one.
you? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll point
No,
to
that was
each.
tortoise,
Tortoise and tortoiseshell. Wow, done, guys. Wow, I'm amazed. Absolutely amazed. All right, how are we doing for questions here? Oh, let's do that one. Okay, so this is a picture question. This is exciting because I got to do a picture. So. Right, you ready?
How many Santas are there in this picture?
How many Santas are there in this picture?
48.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I write the answer down?
Did you forget to let me know what the
Yeah, we know it here, but I can't say it because they're here. No, it's a lot more than 48.
Oh, really? Dang. Yeah, I guess a lot more, really.
Well,
Darn.
it's below 100, but it's more.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Some people are really close here. Let's have a look. Closest so far is Jan Setter, but you put a half in there. There's not half a Santa.
Come on, Brandon, what is it?
88.
No.
89.
No. 87 is very close.
I don't believe 86.
Yeah!
No one got it yet? I got it?
I don't see an 86. I see everything around about an 86, which puts you on 2 points. Well done, sir. Amazing.
In there.
Absolutely amazing. Right, let's see if we can get everyone else back on screen. Where have you gone? All right, let's see how many Santas. Okay, so we are on. There's a couple more questions left. So, you ready for this one? Okay, Loullamae, it's all over to you. Let's hold on 1 second. I do apologise. Here we go.
Who came for a sleepover on Friday?
Amelia?
No, that was Saturday.
Oh.
You might have to be a fairly regular viewer to know some of the names. Not Bertie, not Ellie, not Nama.
Ben was definitely there.
Not Poppy.
Right?
Not quite. No, not a horse, Kent. Not Izzy.
Not a lion either.
Not Ty. No, that would have been... Can you imagine Ty coming over for a sleepover?
It was just Cookie and Ben.
Poppy's close, but no, it's not. There's another person. Actually, it wasn't a child. There's someone else that we know.
The Grinch.
The Grinch.
Miss Bacon.
Miss Bacon. Giraffe, Mary.
The lion and the horse.
Can anyone remember Auntie someone? Grandma's close, actually.
Miss Smith, she's one of my teachers.
Really?
Yeah.
Miss who? Miss
Smith.
It was Auntie Jansetta, but it's Auntie someone. Very famous auntie. Marilyn Monroe. Auntie Susan.
You've said her on the stream before.
Yeah, we have. Oh, Auntie Claudia. Actually, no, there's two. So it's the other auntie. Auntie Claudia is one.
Oh, Auntie Margaret.
Well done, Wagyu. Didn't he get one right before?
Wagyu.
Yeah, Brandon and Wagyu.
Oh, there.
Wagyu is on fire. Absolutely on fire. Fantastic. All right, last question of the quiz coming up.
Ooh.
Stand by.
What's in Daddy's mouth?
Okay. It's got to be edible. It's you got an Oreo.
Nope. Crumb? No, not crumb. Proof? Well, it's something other than the proof.
A water bottle cap.
No.
Someone said a horse.
A horse? No. The carpet? No.
Santa.
Something else.
A unicorn, an
elephant.
elephant.
A unicorn.
No.
I'll give you a clue. It's something to do with Inky's MP3
What?
It's a knob.
No. Inky's panicking now.
Parrot.
What? A like a little RCA to 1/4 inch adapter?
No. I thought you might have a knob. I think it's very close with a USB stick, but it's not quite USB.
The grounding thing for the vinyl.
Well, think along the lines of the USB stick, but it's not. Oh, Ben doesn't got it.
Oh, why didn't I guess that?
And don't worry, Inky, it's not your one. It's my one. Very, very well done, Ben Breslin, and thank you for your donations in the past. Your name's always excellent. So I got this for Inky's NPC Live, which she so kindly lent me. All right, we have Loullamae's big question, which is always worth a listen. Are you ready for this, Loullamae? Which is not really a quiz question. Loullamae likes to ask, something kind of deep and meaningful. And there's a Mrs. Wiggly's question as well. So, a baby's arm holding an apple. Thank you, Lady Aptitude. Okay, we ready for this? Let's go back in the room. Go for it.
Are there crocodiles in Boston?
Only at the zoo. Only at the zoos. They don't live around here. Got to go down to Florida. Got to go down south now, and you'll find them crocodiles. And
that's interesting. I thought there might be.
That's right. Nah, they only live in the warmth. They don't like no snow now. They like swamps.
It's snowing. Does it snow a lot in Boston?
It does snow a lot in Boston, though. Today it just rained. Yesterday it hailed a little bit and then just rained. But yeah, it snowed a couple times this month, and yeah, we get a lot.
Mrs. Wiggly, have you got a question for today?
I do, yeah.
Oh, stand by. This is Mrs. Wiggly's big question.
Right, okay, so Boston boy. We have
Boston boy.
was invented by Percy Spencer in Boston in the 1940s.
So we might have laughed over
Percy Spencer.
Can you say that again, Laurie?
Shall I repeat the question?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so what was invented by Percy Spencer in Boston in the 1940s?
Percy Spencer. It's something we almost all use.
Okay. We all use it.
She does have a mic. Just in case anyone missed it, what was invented by Percy Spencer in Boston in the 1940s?
The sponge.
No, that's interesting, though. The Boston...
Yeah, Sasquatch has got it.
Has he?
Yeah.
Is it a Googler? The Boston Crocodile sounds like a good band. Did you Google that, Sasquatch? Because that's not fair. Well done, Sasquatch.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're going to have to, I don't know if we can do an anti-Googling kind of thing. I guess we need to come up with things that aren't Googleable, hence Loullamae's questions. But very good, very, very good. So the scores on the doors, Mrs. Wiggly?
Right, so we've got a tie. It's Brandon's got 2 points and Wagu's got 2 points.
Should we have a tiebreaker?
Or we could give Brandon another question to see if he can.
I have the page.
We've only got sort of jokey questions, I guess. All right, so this is Wagyu versus Brandon, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm not quite sure how this is going to be. Oh yes. All right, go for it, Loullamae.
What happens if you eat Christmas decorations?
You get a tummy ache. You get a big old tummy ache. Maybe a trip to the hospital, honestly.
You get something. Wagyu's.
Oh, is it a joke?
Yeah. Sorry, these are joke ones. Think crackers.
You're gonna have a bad night. Your parents are not gonna be happy.
Let's say, while you're thinking, let's say happy birthday to Inky. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I think if you've got it. Happy birthday, dear Inky. You're going to beat Wagyu. Happy birthday to you.
The chat has got it.
Happy birthday to you. Sorry, I pushed the wrong.
Oh, someone else got it?
Did they?
Yeah.
Was it Sasquatch?
Kent Spong got
dessert.
it. Tinselitis.
I don't know
Tinselitis. So it's one. Let's have one more. See if Wagyu or Daniel can get it. Oh, sorry, Daniel. Brandon. I'm getting confused on the brain. Are you ready, Loullamae?
It's okay.
He'll call you Santa in a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, Santa. You can do it. You can do it.
What do elves learn in school?
Again, this is a joke.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Well,
I'm thinking of
apparently.
So,
Health and safety is actually quite a good answer, but it's not the answer on the card.
they learn.
Kent. Oh.
Has he done it?
Yeah.
Kent's on fire. Kent's got 2 points.
Oh my God.
All
It's
right.
another
Awesome.
topic.
I'm not
They
that.
all
I'm not
got
that
2
clever.
points.
Yeah. All right. One more then. Break. Let's see. One more as the final one. Do you want to pick the one you like best out of the rest of the questions? And we'll see which one you want to do best. Let me just get rid of this. Yeah, everyone's got it now. All right. You chosen one, Lily?
Yeah.
Over to you.
Who is never hungry at Christmas?
Who is never hungry?
Santa Claus. He's eating all them cookies all the time. No.
No.
Oh. The reindeer.
No.
I used to put food out for reindeer.
Oh, we do that. That's true. It's true. That is true, but it's not the jokey answer.
Oh,
As the
I'm not funny
AZO
today.
head.
But he hasn't got the reason why.
You have to have the reason.
AZO head.
Azio Head's kind of said turkey, so we'll give him half a point. Turkey because
Because it's not Thanksgiving. Oh no, that's an American thing. Wait.
yeah, no, we have turkey at Christmas.
You guys eat turkey at Christmas? That's awesome.
Because he's always stuffed, says Will Joseph. Well done. Oh man, we got to the end. We got to the end of the quiz. We're still alive. Thank you all so much, everyone. Oh, and Kent got there as well. So, no, there's no clear winner here, Mrs. Wiggly. What are you saying?
Yeah, there's no.
I'll take a tie.
Draw,
Yeah, a first equal then is not bad for our wonderful guest,
Wagyu.
Santa over there.
Handshake. Good game.
Brandon Esteves is a Spanish name, isn't it? Esteves or where's it?
Portuguese. It's actually
Portuguese. Oh,
It's
Mrs.
Esteves.
Wiggly's Portuguese.
Oh no way.
Do you
Esteves.
speak? Do you speak
No,
Portuguese?
no. No fa portugués. No. Un poquito español. There are a lot of Latinos in America, so I've learned a lot of Spanish. But my family immigrated many years ago from Portugal with Esteves, but then they came to America. They Americanized it. It's Esteves. I know it looks like Esteves. I never correct anybody, so don't worry about getting it wrong. Also, I think you're muted because it's super silent on my end.
Oh, yeah, we're sorry. That was probably because
there
I
we
dropped
go.
out. You still there?
That's okay.
Mrs.
I am still
Wiggly?
here.
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah, cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
fun
Mrs.
fact.
Wiggly was born in Madeira.
Yes,
Oh,
I was born
so
in
you speak,
Madeira.
I'm sure.
I do speak Portuguese, although not too much, and
Mm-hmm.
I've forgotten a lot as well because I came over as a child. So. But I do understand everything.
Do you go often?
Not as much as I should, especially now.
Yeah,
with
no.
the pandemic.
Yeah, I know.
I have a lot of family still in Madeira, which I have a lot of contact with. So
Yeah, good, good. One day.
Cool. Well, thank you very much indeed, Mrs. Wiggly. You can go off quiz duties if you'd like. You're very welcome to stick around. Thank you very much.
Everyone. Bye, Brandon.
Nice meeting you.
Bye.
Thank you very much, Loullamae, with the
Bye,
wobbly
Jack.
mouth. Bye, everyone.
Happy birthday, Inky. Again.
Yeah. If anyone would like to come and join whilst everyone's moving around here and ask their own questions of the wonderful Brandon. Bye, Luli. Thank you so much. They were epic questions. Please just click the link that I've posted into chat on your phone and you'll join us. You won't join us straight away. I will just add you and you can have a good old chat. So please do. Incidentally, I missed a comment from Space Cat Audio Technologies earlier saying the transient booster on his latest incarnation, which I'm not, is that the not the double delay, the distortion pedal type thing, I think is what you were talking about. Feel free to post it again and I'll let everybody know. It sounds really exciting. We were talking about transient designers and I think he's just released a hardware version of something similar, which is really good.
Oh.
So, right, let me lose Mrs. Wiggly's camera for a second. Right, we're right back on. Yeah, so do please come and join us on those links. Oh my word. Hey! I was just going to say, I think the horn's about to horn. Thank you, Richard Hilton. You're absolute star. We should sample you, actually, and use that instead. Wonderful. Thank you, Richard. And thank you, Ben Breslin, as well. Obviously, both of you guys have contributed before, so really, really thanks a lot. And I'm just going to run the thank you video once again because, honestly, you guys have been so epic. And I think we've smashed £1,400, which is just... yeah, I mean, absolutely brilliant. If you missed it earlier, we got a thing from Just Giving saying we're the top 10% of fundraisers. So it's absolutely brilliant. So thank you.
Step inside, I give thanks and the highest praise. Ground myself to Mama Earth, connect out the space. Within the hallways of the heart, the mind and the state of being that I am as I vibrate. At a ring, oscillate like horse crystal, Mama May. Earth, brother, honor and solidly say, Namaste. Our heart is the product of something, we'll let it shine away. Overlap and envelop each other in love and light. Hey, simultaneously synchronized this energy, symbiotic and sacred geometry. Contemplate the symmetry and this imagery as we integrate the knowledge. This wisdom, see what the symbols mean and bodies for the temple be. Where the life force energy resides in the chemistry. Bioelectric being the top and indefinitely. Receive and perceive the physical machinery. Conceived by the source, recognize that it blessed be. Rolling and I can't breathe. Conscious living never hurt me. One love, energy and sexy. One line to the champion sound. Baseman move to the energy. Sunlight bread in a one way. One love, set your heart free. White your line to the champion sound.
And as if by magic,
There we go.
Aaron from
Hello.
SCAT is on screen at the moment. I was just about to mention you because I saw your post earlier saying about the transient design. So Aaron is a previous guest on the stream who's absolutely amazing. Say hello to Brandon and Aaron.
Hello,
and
Brendan. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
tell us all about what you posted about, please. That would be epic. to
Well,
find out.
yeah, we just sort of decided to do a lower price product than we would normally do, and it was a 12-week project basically, and it's called the Double Trouble Distortion. So we have two different distortion pedals in one unit. You can run through both together. One side has a filter on it, so you can. It's perfect for all instruments, so guitars, synths, drums. On the other side, we have what's called a Transient Boost. So normally, when you distort your drums, you crunch it so much that you lose that clarity.
Yeah.
So we re-injected the front end and brought the transients back again. So you
Almost like a parallel compression type thing.
Yeah,
with the
so
transient.
it works very much
Wow.
like a compressor at low levels. But we did a pre-order on it, which is our first time of doing this. We didn't really want to do Kickstarter in case it failed. And that was
fair enough.
So we did a pre-order, just put out a few messages to people. Was hoping to sell around 10 to 20, and we ended up selling 65. And
Congratulations! That's fantastic.
We've been working. Oh
my God. Also, only 190 pounds, dude.
Building these things and getting the orders out for Christmas.
Right. That's phenomenal. So if anyone else doesn't know, there is a previous show. You were on one of the first 10, I think, like 7 or 8. I think you came on. Right. SCAT Audio Technologies. Just Google SCAT Audio Technologies or just SCAT Audio, and you'll find the website. They are an incredible company building kind of started off circuit bending really on some of the old Casio stuff and things like that, but have expanded now to creating really full-time your own amazingly solid, really well designed and well built bits of kit. I think ultimately heading towards maybe building your own synth, I guess, or your whole...
So the mono synth, since we spoke to you last, is underway now. So,
fantastic! Wow, that's going to be brilliant.
But various prototype stages of each part of that. And we're using SSM chip, or SSI as they're called now.
Right.
The reissued SSM.
The reissued one. Well, you and Adamski should be on the same page, I think, because you're both now designing.
I've got a feeling we have spoken online before. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, the double trouble sounds great. So it's two channels of distortion. So you could go straight through one and then out straight into the second one for epic distortion. Yeah. Or you can treat them differently, right?
Yeah, and also I've got it here in front of me.
Look at that.
There we go. So that's the
interesting.
camera.
So can you kind of work it in stereo or as well, or is it not really meant
what you've got, if you go into one side and out of the other, they'll run through the two, so that's how you get double distortion. Right. If you go in the other side, you can then put a patch out of one into let's say a reverb, and then patch back into the other one. So it's sort of one side is straight through, the other side is patchable if you want to put something in the middle of the chain.
Right. So, that's a great idea.
And that's all down to switching. So we're using stereo jacks, and everything's automatically switched as you plumb into it, basically.
And the transient bit is where is so is that a switch or?
No, what we got? Well, it's a rotary switch. We're going in reverse. Here, listen. So, you've got three modes. Transient. Okay. So, and that really brightens. It's almost where you were talking like about the exciters. It works in that way. So it sort of really works from snares up to hi-hats, and it really puts a nice sheen on top of those that mixes with the distortion.
Does it do that pre-distortion or post-distortion?
The filter is pre and post-distortion. So over this side. Pre and post. So we got
duh. Oh, sick.
So I think we've thought of everything, and we're getting some amazing. And what we decided to do, I've been using distortions and playing live since I was a teenager. I'm in my 50s now, and the trouble always was noise for me. I used to use 10 distortions in my live techno set, and it was just too much, all the noise. So that was the first thing we did here, was remove the noise from the signal.
And then
someone measured it. So I think we've got 100 and minus
120 at the lowest setting.
Minus 120 dB noise floor to it.
Wow.
So amazing. Someone said it's the equivalent of basically CD quality distortion, but it's analog. So
amazing.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
That's great.
Amazing.
So we've really gone to town with the design, and I think it's going to shake things up. Really,
I hope so. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing that. Everyone, check out SCAT Audios, and there's some other stuff as well. It's the delay that I want, but it's the most expensive one you have, and it's just a little bit of a reach. Delay. The dubster delay is just like because it's a Bucket Brigade delay, but it's a really long delay time on the Bucket Brigade delay, which is really much longer than the other ones I've seen. So
we get up to around 3-4 seconds of
for Bucket Brigade.
Maybe more.
Is incredible. Just hold on 1 second. Hey, David Surchek's in the room. Happy Christmas, sir. How are you doing?
Good. Do I sound okay? I'm getting some delay.
Yeah, have you got your monitors up somehow?
Hey, David Surchek's in the room. Happy Christmas, sir. How are you doing?
You need to turn down your monitoring, put some cans on or something. Yeah, that's good to see you. How are you doing, sir?
No.
chuck some headphones on. If you can hear me, you probably can't hear me if you've turned it down. Chuck some headphones on, David. I'll send you a PM in here and see what you can do. Hang on. Let me just send a PM to him. Oh, nice one, Aaron. And what are you up to for Christmas?
Christmas. Basically, we're having just this weekend off, and then we're building more units up until Wednesday, and then we're feet up doing nothing.
Nice.
But then I'm refitting the studio, so that's the plan. So actually, I've got all the studio placed, all the equipment where I want it to be, and now it's the big wire up. I'm getting ready for lots of potential releases with labels.
Nice one. Oh, I'm so pleased. So pleased. Well, I'll keep saving. And brilliant. Well, thanks ever so much for coming on. It's really lovely to see you. Happy Christmas to you and your wonderful partner.
You
and catch up in January. I guess you've got to come on the show again and show us. Maybe do a demo one, actually, rather than talking about it. We could have a proper demo set up and you can take us through the whole range. Yeah,
with the studio set up, that'd be great.
Lovely. All right, mate. Take care. Love to you both.
And you.
Thanks for saying hello.
Good meeting you.
Thank you very, very much indeed. Aaron is just such a dude. Let's see. David's got his headphones on. Can you hear us this time?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, that's better. That's better. How are you doing, sir? Can you hear me?
There's a little delay.
There's a little bit of a delay there.
I got audio issues. It's looping right now.
You may have YouTube running on your computer, maybe. That's what I did with Jamie. If you've got something running already that's playing the stream,
that works.
It's going to be feeding it back through again.
Oh, it's crazy. I'm good now.
I'm loving that the chat is like loads of Christmas Wiggly songs, which is just like chestnuts roasting on a wiggly, and this kind of all you wiggly, which is really, really good. Do you have any questions or anything going on for our lovely Brandon here, David? You just popping in to say hello and wish us all a happy Christmas.
Well, I missed a little bit in transition, but did anyone ask Brandon? He mentioned guitar. Did you start with guitar? You mentioned
I did.
Brief, started on the guitar.
I was 12 years old. I'm 28 now. I got it for my 12th birthday. I got a little Fender Stratocaster.
Oh, that's a good start, though. 12. That's.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't think I picked up drums till I was about 16 when my brother would finally let me sit behind him. You know, he finally moved on to greater things in life, and then I slipped on the drums when he wasn't around.
I mean, getting a kid on drums is a risk to a whole community, you know?
Well, we call it penance in our house. So now we have drums around. The kids come down and bang on them. I go, well, you know,
good.
It's only fair.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, then other than that, I guess, how are you recording all your stuff right now? You look kind of DAW-less to me.
Yeah, I'm very DAW-less. I mean, obviously, you got to go into a DAW if you're recording things. Though I guess when I'm streaming, that's true. I'm not even using a DAW. I'm just using like OBS when I'm streaming and like restream. But so right here, there's a big old rack. My camera setup's a little too messy right now. But I got a Claret 8 pre. I got a PC. I use a PC. So I got that 8 pre, and then I got an older Scarlett. I got a Generation 1 Scarlett 18i20. And
smaller ones,
Yeah. Honestly, it's night and day comparing it to the Claret and the Scarlett. Oh my God, I never thought I'd care about this so much, but now I want to get API stuff after having some friends do it and hearing your stream. I'm like, dang, this sounds good.
Well, interesting story. My brother worked with API early on in their career. He was their bookkeeper, though. So I'd say in the early '90s, we had lunch boxes in our house, but we didn't, I didn't really appreciate. I knew it sounded good, but I just figured everybody had them. But that was because he worked there, and because this was in Maryland. But I've always preferred that sound, I guess, just because of my early experiences with them.
Yeah, exactly. They do great stuff, and I'm glad I'm not getting into modular synths. Basically, like this is a decent.
Right.
It's a decent. I think this is where my money should go. On compressors. You guys, you're like,
believe in this? You don't believe in that? It's harmless. A little nifty case. It'll really set you back $200.
It's a gateway. It's a real gateway.
Scary. I'm so scared.
All right, I'm going to play a little track. Thank you, David Serchek, very much indeed for joining us. It's fabulous to see you. Happy Christmas to you. So good to see you. And everyone in the chat is David Serchek, who's also been on the show. So please go check that out as well. Have a wonderful Christmas, and we will see you in the new year, man. Take care.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
All right, I'm just going. Oh, look, we've got another someone else as well. Hello, Rob. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. I just wanted to pop in and say a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and a massive thank you for all of your help on our show throughout the year.
Absolute pleasure.
And we loved having you on. And
that's so cool of you. Thank you. No, it's an absolute pleasure. Anyone who doesn't know Rob from the Friday Night Show Pro Synth Network, occasionally I've popped up on there as well, which has been really, really cool. And it's a really good show, going from strength to strength. What a year!
What
a year for you guys,
it's been
right?
Great.
I mean,
it's been really good.
Thousands of people now. Your viewers are up in the hundreds. It's brilliant.
And we're completely self-funding now, which is really cool.
Oh, fantastic.
And we've had some amazing donations from people, which has just been fantastic. So just means that we can carry on doing more and more of this if people want us to do it.
Brilliant. Well, it's lovely to have been involved. I know you plug me all the time as well, which is really good. And you have a DX1, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I went to see our friend Kent at the weekend. Met Ben for the first time in person, physically.
Wow.
Which was one of the highlights. And I came away with a rather sick Yamaha DX1. And I'm saying it in the old man sense, not in the new kid sort of speak. Like a sick man. Well, it is sick, but it's not well, shall we say? So that's going to be a nice little project for me to try and.
Do you know where to start looking, or is it like?
Well, I opened it up. Do you know it's so
looks like
beautiful.
A piano inside, doesn't it? It really does look like a Yamaha. They built a piano and stuck some electronics in it.
Well, basically, it was built by Yamaha's piano division. They actually did that. They did all of it. Yeah.
Right,
so when you open it up, it's the wooden keys are like this, and they go all the way to the back, and it's got this amazing system. And all the cards are like, I've got the DX5, and that's just like everything's crammed in like a regular synth. But in the DX1, everything's in little slots, little vertical slots. It's just like posh. It's really nice. But it's making a very nasty noise every time you turn it on, and I know I'm going to get the DX jokes. Everyone, what DX doesn't make a nasty noise? But it's not making the noises it should.
So
we got.
How many of them are around? Do you know?
They built 140. So given that some of those will have died, there's probably around 100 or so left in the world.
Man.
This one's number 105. So it's one of the last ones.
And Kent just had it lying in his bathroom amongst all the others.
He's got two of them.
Of course he has, yeah.
Seriously, I went round that man. Have you been round Kent's?
I haven't. We're going to go in January, I hope.
Go. And you be gobsmacked. You will be truly gobsmacked about what he has and where he has it. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And of course, him and the lovely Fiona are fantastic hosts, but when we got the tour, jeez, I thought I was bad.
Yeah, you were aware of Kent, Brandon. You may not have come across him. Kent Spong is like the guy you go to repair. Yeah, Kent Spong. Kent Spong, can you tell me what's wrong? This one as well. Kent Spong, 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 Kent Spong. He's the guy that you go to repair your exceptionally expensive, amazingly rare vintage synthesizer, and any other synthesizer as well. But basically, if you spend an absolute fortune on a Jupiter 8, you'd probably send it, in the UK anyway, to Kent to fix it. And so consequently, I guess some things aren't fixable quickly. So there's quite a few around his house. I'm guessing
something like that. Yeah, he's a hoarder. That's all it is.
There's that as well.
He opens up a cupboard, and in the cupboard he'll go. So yeah, there's a Juno, there's a Jupiter, there's two Tysco SX 240s or whatever. And there's three of those, and there's some bits of that, and that's a box full of a Mini Moog. As you do.
It's an investment. It's an investment.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's amazing. Plus the fact he's donated so much money to Great Ormond Street. It's ridiculous. And he's come on the stream, and he's also a regular on the ProSynth Network stream, so definitely worth checking out. And if anyone hasn't already checked it out, please go on Facebook and join the ProSynth Network group. Just search ProSynth. And you will be there, and every Friday they do an amazing stream. It's like a little group of people, really, that just pass each other around YouTube. Try and get something going.
It's all very incestuous, isn't it?
It's cool, though. Excellent. Well, listen, have an amazing Christmas. Thank you so much.
You're doing your family.
Stream. Ben's here as well. Brilliant. I hope you don't mind all these people are popping up to wish us all a happy Christmas, Brandon. We'll find out what happened from 2016 and onwards very shortly, I promise. But yeah, have a great one.
Will do. You
Rob.
too.
And you're doing a show, aren't you, on Friday? But it's pre-record, is it?
So yeah, we're taking 2 weeks off, but we didn't want to leave our viewers short of content, so we've got 2 pre-recorded shows, one for Christmas Eve, one for New Year's Eve. So this Friday, myself, Ben and Chris picked our top 5 hardware synths, software synths and effects, and we did that in the UK. There's a show called Match of the Day Top 10 where three guys get together and pick their top 10s and then thrash it out and come up with an ultimate. So that's what we did for each of those categories. So you might agree, you might disagree, but we had some fun and we bent the rules slightly. But that's Christmas Eve. And then New Year's Eve. Oh my gosh, there he is. New Year's Eve.
That is Kent Spong coming off the street. All right, mate.
And
the other person, the person lower right, is Ben Breslin. Amazing. Thank you so much for coming on.
There's a face to a name at last.
Yeah, absolutely great to see you. Who's also donated a great deal as well, which is fantastic of you, and a name I always see, but someone I've never met. So it's absolutely fabulous to see you, Ben. Really, really thanks for coming on.
Likewise, guys. Likewise.
Really, really good.
Indeed.
All right, Robbie, shall we say hello? Say goodbye to you and let
you
have
a great Christmas and New Year.
Nice one. Thanks ever so much,
Bye.
mate. Take care. Bye. Ben.
Hi, guys.
What's happening?
What's up?
Lovely for you to come on board.
Yeah, I've been meaning to jump in on the chat in previous shows, but technically it hasn't always been possible. I'm not always at home.
Oh, it's brilliant that you're able to do it. It's fab.
Yeah.
Where's home?
Well, I live in Berlin. But I work all over Germany, so I'm not always at home and close to good internet. So
so you in Berlin for Christmas?
Berlin for Christmas, yeah. As of today, I was supposed to be going to Ireland tomorrow, but that has now changed. Not technically Northern Ireland.
No, so have you got family in Ireland that you were heading back to?
But wasn't meant to be. It would have meant quarantine for 2 weeks when I come back, so it's not possible. But negative into a positive, and hopefully get some music done.
Yeah.
That's the plus side of it all. But I just want to say happy Christmas to everybody. Really enjoy the streams every Sunday.
It's really kind of you, and it's so lovely. You should come on more often. Come and give us a big chat, because I think the more people who come and join this stuff is the better. Really, far better to do
for sure.
Big chat with everyone.
Great community on the various shows. So
thank you. Thank you.
Wish everybody happy Christmas.
Very, very, very welcome. Any questions for our illustrious Brandon Sunshine Esteves?
Well, I missed the start of the stream, so
doesn't matter if it's been asked before.
Much about Brandon and what he does. He looks like he's a nice little setup there from what I can see. Definitely
we'll find out in a minute. We're going to so chatting about everything apart from what he does. We got to 2016 where he basically just discovered kind of techno, and then it all just went sideways. So we're going to jump back in on it, I think, in a minute.
Yeah, I think I heard him mention Ali Perk at one stage. I think it was right at the start. So I've encountered him a few times before.
I saw him twice, and he comes through Boston every once in a while.
He's a friend of a friend.
Cool.
He studied with Franz Early and Aaron McClellan, whose name would appear in some of these streams. They studied together.
Oh, wow,
so
nice.
They both took different musical paths since their studies, but both have done well.
Yeah, his shows are crazy. I've never experienced techno so fast at the time before I saw him, and then that was a boom. He slapped me in the face.
Okay, it's probably even slow by Berlin standards.
Yeah, probably.
yeah. I'm much slower than what most of Berlin people are into, so I'm a bit of an anomaly around here. But
do you play out much? Where possible?
I haven't played out in years, guys. Maybe 3 or 4 years ago, back in Ireland.
Wow.
For John Digweed, I think was the last gig.
Oh, nice. Oh, you must come on and tell everyone. You're a name that I just constantly see.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to, in January or whatever.
Just a complete gig, really, at the end of the day. With
right. Yeah.
a few ideas hopefully coming to the table soon. So
Brilliant. Yeah. Oh, anytime you want, just shout. Come on,
definitely.
Tell everyone about
it's
it.
Technically possible. That's the only thing that's holding it back, really.
Okay. Well, there's loads of love in the chat. They all want to know more about what you're doing and what you're up to. So please,
I would love to be able to divulge more. Some of the guys I've spoke to on Messenger and different things about some of the things that are happening. But when I know more, hopefully I can tell more.
Brilliant.
That's not saying too much.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, they're cool to buzz in.
Nice one. All right, well, thank you very much. Have a brilliant Christmas. I'm sorry it's not going to be back at home with the family, but you know, I'll hit you up in Messenger. We can stay in touch or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, brilliant.
Cool,
all right,
guys.
nice one, Ben. And thanks again for your very, very kind donations towards Great
at least
Street as well. Very, very kind.
Cool.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Take care, matey.
Peace, Ben.
Speak soon. And Mr. Spong.
Yes. What?
How are you doing? Happy Christmas to you, sir.
Fine,
You're looking very festive.
Up and about again.
You are? Oh, yeah. I
No,
forgot you were. Oh, I am. Yeah, I twice I thought I had COVID and tested negative. The girls, Mrs. Wiggly and Loullamae, were both positive for a while, and twice I had a bout of like what I thought it was. Lasted 3 days, and it was all fine. So, hello. So have you got 2 DX1s, or one now, but
I've got one
under
now,
your ownership? Wow.
Hopefully I'll be able to get rid of that one beginning of the year as well.
Are they long-term trying to fix jobs, or?
Unfortunately, I was able to fix the other one.
Okay, so they're not your personal collection.
Yeah. Oh God, no.
Aaron's asking if you're dressed as a surgeon for a reason.
Well, yeah, because there was four of us in the room, and I was going to wear my mask just in case.
Oh, okay.
So, are you going to give us a blast of the gear?
Yes,
You're
I
going to
think
give us
so.
a live jam, man. Come on.
Wow. Well, that's putting you on the spot.
Me?
I can play the YouTube, or I can let you go for it.
I mean, we'll see what happens here.
Do you want to go for it?
Yeah, let's go for
It's
it.
entirely up to you.
All right,
That's
we'll Phil while he's ready.
wasn't the plan. I'll play your jingle again. Oh, he's off. All right, I'm going to mute us.
Okay.
Whoops.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know how my levels are right now. All right.
Sounded good.
All right. We're gonna let's do this. Let's do that. Let's hit play. It's on mute. It's muted. Okay.
Can you just give us a thumbs up in chat if everything's all right sound wise? I'm going to mute me.
Wrong kit. Oh, that's all right. We're just gonna deal with what we got here. I'm not exactly ready for this.
Oh, and I hit stop.
Man, so good. So good. So good, sir. So good. Just amazing. Could listen to that all night.
You can listen to it all night.
Well, exactly. I didn't want to stop you, but just so epic. I just want to repeat that wasn't intended at all. That was Kent just popping up saying, "Oh, go and play us something." Then that was totally unplanned. Totally improvised from scratch. Makes me want to give up. So much love in the chat for that. I mean, hopefully, people who missed the beginning when I was saying it kind of just sounded different. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You're always crazy o'clock listening to this thing, and it's sort of techno, house-oriented stuff, but it just sounds organic and a little bit different. And I should have just said play it, and everyone will get it. It's just brilliant. Just brilliant. What do you think, Ken?
Oh, God, man. Oh, I'm worn out from bouncing up and down in the chair. I'm old, come on. But that's the thing, right? Because the syncopation on the rhythms and stuff like that, and how everything was constantly evolving and moving around.
Yeah.
And the builds were not done in that, the obvious way.
Yeah, exactly.
The builds were there. And you knew it was coming, but it wasn't slapping you in the face. And then it would happen, and it's beautiful. And it's always sounded different to what you thought it was going to do.
Yeah, it just sounds real.
You brought in after about 2 minutes or so. It was like, oh my God!
Where did that come from? Absolutely. And you're watching programming on the fly. Yeah, there are some very, very obvious ways of putting that stuff together by flicking 16-beat segments, offbeat hats and straight snares and then your random bass line and whatever. There's something very organic and very beautiful about the interaction between all the sounds you bring in. And that for that to come out of your head on the fly is just amazing. I mean, so much love. The amazing Richard Hilton, who has more talent than anyone ever I know, all of us put together, was like, this is amazing. And if he thinks that's amazing, I mean, it's clearly amazing. So it's not just us being weird about it. It's just incredible. So I'm so scrolled back in the comments. There's just applause and applause and applause. There he is. Just amazing. So the main thing is, before we lose this thing, we need to follow you on Twitch and YouTube, right? So what are the magic names and links to follow here?
The Sunshine Group. Think the Sunshine Group, all one word, or at least on Twitch, it's all one word. Ooh, there's a little effect on my voice right now. I'll turn that off. the Sunshine Group, that's just me. I do it's people are like, is it a band? I don't know. Like, sometimes it's a band, but it's just my conglomeration of all the music I do, whether it be like acoustic things, rock bands.
Wow.
No, so I'm just googling so I can give you some links here. So is it the main thing to go for is the Twitch and the YouTube?
Yeah, mainly. I also Instagram at the Sunshine Group. I update that a decent amount.
Okay, cool.
That's where you'll find everything related with my music.
All right. So first off, YouTube is literally 11 subscribers away from 1,000. So first of all, we need to sort that out. So if everyone could at least pop over there. If we can find 11 people.
Wait, what's that from?
If we can find 11 people to go and subscribe. Thank you so much, Synthetic. Great jam. Money now wants to fly out of my wallet. It's very, very kind of you. So thank you very, 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 very much appreciated. Just below Synthetic's amazing $5 donation is the link to the YouTube page for the Sunshine Group, which is, like I say, 11 subscribers needed. So let's get that sorted first of all. And I will dig out the Twitch link as well. And Insta, did you say?
Yeah, and Insta at the Sunshine Group. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's all the same sort of mumbo jumbo.
I'm sure everyone can find it, but BHLB Beats asked a while back whether some of the reggae stuff on here was. Yeah, it's just me. The tune at the beginning is me and an amazing guy called Leonard Ludvigsen.
Oh, that is you.
It's my backing and it's Leonard's vocal, and it's a one take actually that we did as a demo ages ago, and I just pulled it out. And also the backing stuff is stuff that we've. He is amazing. He's a really amazing guy. I will find it in a second. Let's see if we've got the followers yet. Where are we up to?
Dare I say, Brandon, have we got any?
1,000 followers. We did it. We did it.
Anything,
YouTube.
Did I? That quickly? Oh,
yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
Oh, awesome. Wow, look at that.
So you get
two characters.
You get your own. You can connect up to my horn if you want. People can send you super chats. Brilliant.
Thanks,
brilliant,
guys.
brilliant. That's so cool. Thank you,
everybody. But Ken, to answer your question, no, I have a really old and out of commission 500 series lunchbox that I keep my working lunchbox on top of. That thing's from the 80s, made by Aphex, I think. They're not around anymore.
That's really cool.
Besides that, no, I wanted to buy a Wurlitzer. There's one for like $2,400, which maybe like 2,000 pounds or something like that. And I thought that was a decent deal on a fully serviced Whirly. Everyone was telling me not to buy it. I decided to listen to them like an idiot. I could have had this in the studio looking all nice. It'll be an investment anyways. If I really need to, I could sell it. Just appreciate in value.
Yeah.
But cheers, Paul Artola. I just wanted to pop in and say thanks for joining the stream. Inky, if you've got a link to the Twitch stream, that would be really helpful because for some reason I can't put it out here.
I got a vintage conga. I got a conga from the 70s, made by Pearl. That's the closest I got for you. Nice. That's in the back.
That's cool. Nice.
That's it. Yeah.
What's doing all the side chaining going on with the kick and the vocal that you were putting it through? Is that lovely box of tricks, or?
Dude, that's just the MPC. So here, cool. I'll pull a little something out right now. I'll give my Ooh, it's not coming. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's nice. So it's all the new MPCs are so crazy. They do all that, like this Rode sound. That's a really bad. It doesn't sound bad.
No, it's good. This is a wonderful Inkies.
Oh yeah.
Just so good. Inky so kindly lent me because she has two.
And, she does have two, I know.
She has one at the moment because this is her other one, and it's so cool. So we've been doing. We started a Twitch stream of her trying to teach me how to use it, which was actually quite funny and entertaining. So we're going to carry that on. So I'm only going to learn how to use it when she's on Twitch.
Nice.
And what was really interesting is she works in a completely different way to me. So what I wanted to do was kind of hit the metronome and then play in kick and a snare and then a hat and whatever. Whereas she was like, no, what you've got to do is you got to go to the step sequencer and put it in the grid and all the rest of it.
That's what she
does.
And
honestly, we would end up with the same music, but a completely different route to getting there.
Right.
And it's been so long since I've worked with anyone like that. It's really interesting because the different approaches that you can do.
But yeah, that's the coolest thing about the MPC. It works for a lot of people, but I've met a lot of people. It just doesn't work for them. Like they've tried it. They're like, I hate this whole thing. But I can see where they come from too. Like it took me years to understand how to improvise on this thing. Like, oh my God, I'm barely doing it now, but like it's not meant for jamming. It seems like they call it the live, but I kept bringing it to shows and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
like,
I know what you mean.
Live about
it's
this
not quite.
thing?
Yeah. Quite a learning curve. I came from a Deluge. Deluge got me into the doorless thing.
Yeah.
And then Inky was saying, try this, and it's the Octa track is the best kind of live mangler, but then it's so overly complicated. I'm guessing that Kent is about to reveal a force, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, the X.
That's an X, and that was Inky's
Do you use
fault
it much?
as well.
I am learning it. I should say trying to learn it.
It's
coming
deep.
from the the old school, old git neck of the woods. This is
yeah,
what's going on kind of thing. But yeah, picking it up slowly.
Yeah,
it'd be a long time from whipping around it like you are, though.
Yeah,
that's impressive. That's really impressive.
Yeah. Thank you. It's just not one of those instruments you can just pick up and play. Like, you got to turn it on. You got to open up whatever kit you want. You got to, that's what I hate about it sometimes. But once you make these templates like I have here, I just have, 10 different sequences of, about 100 tracks each sequence. And I just go through them over time. And, just leave them all, each track is blank. And I just go through each one. So, yeah, it's I need to get a whole camera angle if I really want to. I'd love to show you guys what I got going here, though.
Yeah, absolutely. We should do
I think I've streamlined it nicely.
Inky, no, absolutely. When you're saying I was hating metronome stuff, no, I was just saying we were heading in the same direction, but our approaches were completely different. Not that it couldn't do it; it was amazing, and I think that's one of the good things about the MPC is that if you want to do it a certain way, you can do it. It will take you there. I mean, people will probably use it and never touch the step sequencer in it or the grid sequencer, or whatever, and people will never touch the metronome. It's all possible. But I'd certainly not considered it as much of a live instrument. It's quite funny when you say it's got live in the title. Never really thought about it. Live in terms of maybe switching patterns. It may be switching patterns, kind of like what you do on the Deluge. There's not too much live inspiration going on a Deluge. There's kind of tweaking filters when something plays that you've already put in it underneath it, and I'd always assumed it was that kind of live, whereas watching what you're doing, I'll put a 16-bar pattern and then hearing what's coming out, which is actually super impressive because it is, lovely and wonky and excellent. So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, a workflow video, we should definitely do it.
Yeah, that's something I've just got to get done. So many people have asked me, even in person, people are like, dude, what the hell is going on here? I have an MPC and I try to, but I don't know. It's just, I'm scatterbrained too. It doesn't help.
So just quickly then, so from 2016 up to 2021, 5 missing years that we didn't cover. You obviously started playing and I mean, any moments of magic in that period, or have you just been grinding it to kind of get where you are?
2016 I graduated from college. I studied business. I wanted to get into music and I thought business would help me make money. Not really, but that's besides the point. So I did meet some kids though. I was a senior and these freshmen came in and these guys were fine. The guys I was looking for all college. They were great musicians. They were great to hang out with and we became great friends. They got a house and I decided to move in with them. They were music majors actually. So they basically trained me more or less and more theory and kind of how to understand scales a little better. And so I spent another 2 years with them, learned a heck of a lot, started refining a little bit of this MPC Live. That's when I got this in 2018. And then I moved to Boston about 3 years ago, and just started hounding around for techno shows and wherever all the raves were at. Start meeting the promoters there and start bugging them to play shows. I'm a performer at heart, and I want to be able to. I don't know. I just want to. There are no DJs in this chat, so I'm just gonna say I just want to be better than DJs, man. They took our jobs so many years ago. Like there used to be bands in all the bars, man. Like now it's just DJs getting paid $100. Like I want to bring musicianship back to the clubs, and so yeah, it's been like it started to a little bit like I in like 2019ish I started getting some decent gigs. And then COVID hit. And so I went crazy. I bought this whole studio. I like record here now. And I bring like rappers in, like acoustic guitarists, stuff like that. I bring them. And I got a nice collection of mics and whatnot. I just record them for real cheap. Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, I just make my own music and work on the whole improv thing. And finally, now that COVID's starting to let up, I've been gigging out again. And I'm playing like a private party tomorrow for someone's birthday. I was supposed to play yesterday. I think it got canceled probably because of COVID. Yeah, everything's picking up again with COVID. It's just, I want to play. I just want to play.
I mean, full marks to what you've just said, though. I mean, that's very inspirational and exactly where you should be coming from. Actually getting out there and doing it is hard work, you know, and to do it at the level that you're doing it as well. And still, you know, just to crack 1,000 now on YouTube, you know, whilst that's a great achievement, it's like that's a grind to get there, you know. Apparently, you know, at least it sort of grows exponentially if you keep on banging through it. Then it's good. Yeah. But it's like, oh man, you're a real hard-working grafter. You're making really great content and music.
Thank you.
Still, people aren't breaking your door down fast enough. You know, we've got to get you up there. It's.
I did just win this award, a local little award for best electronic artist, like a voting thing. So I'm real happy about that.
Wow.
And so ever since I won that, I've been just getting booked left and right. It's kind of really nice.
Fantastic.
I'm on the radio on Friday locally. Like, it's just,
yes.
It's getting there. I just got to keep going, man. I just got to keep going.
It's reached a critical mass, I hope. Synthetic, thanks so much. Happy Christmas to you. I know you've got to head off for your meeting, so I really appreciate it. Wow. I mean, what a great point to end on, I think. I mean, just absolutely brilliant. Would you please come back in January or New Year or whatever, and we can focus a little bit more on how you did that amazing jam that you've just done. If nothing else, it'd be brilliant if you could.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just do another one. Yeah. Well, I think you could just do that on his own channel. I could just sit. But yeah, I'd love to know some techniques. Maybe I could just ask you some stuff about what you're actually doing, and we could get a few people just asking stuff, because it was very inspirational, and I think it definitely touches a nerve in loads of people in the chat. So thank you so much. I wish we could go on all night, but really, really appreciate it. Have an epic Christmas.
You too.
Let's hope 2022 is the year where you totally kick it. Hopefully COVID won't close everything for for too
exactly
long.
Hopefully we're finally getting past this.
Yeah, well, I hope so. It seems I've got a little bit of a chink coming up, but it's so much. A big love in the chat, please, for Brandon, because he's just like what a guy.
Thanks,
Thank you so much, and what a way to end 2021. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kent, for coming on board. Thank you, David Surchek.
I look like everybody's granddad. I wish I can come on now.
No, you don't look like everyone's granddad. Listen, it doesn't matter if you are everyone's granddad. You're like the guru. You're just fantastic.
Oh, exactly. Teach us youngins.
Exactly.
Oh, your mistakes.
We have people like yourself.
TS80 does not make you special. Okay.
Wow. I mean, we have yourself. We have Richard Hilton in the chat. Yeah. Just we're amongst just genii.
No, he's a giant. Yeah.
He's a giant genii. Absolutely. Well, listen, thanks all. We'll see you all. Like I say, there's not going to be something next week. Do check out Clownfest. Probably 7 or 8. Are the Clownfest 8 maybe? Just search Clownfest. It'll come up with the website or the Facebook group. That's 7 days of live or pre-recorded live, if you see what I mean. It's all performed live from Christmas on. And yeah, there you go. Inky says, Kent, you're the hero. There you go. Says it all. And thank you for so much love in the chat. It's really, really kind of you to be there. And we'll do it all again next year. And hopefully we'll hit a whole year's streaming, and it'll all be good fun and everyone will have a lovely time. So thank you all. Big love. All right. I've just got to find the outro music, and we will see you all again next year. Happy Christmas, everyone. Have a great new year. Take it easy.
Good night, guys. Thank you, Dom.
Bye. Thank you, sir.
Good luck, man.
Step inside.
I'll just say that I've clicked the wrong ones, but I'll come back and say this is the real one.
Urbanist connect so with the herb pipe, link up the harmonized, bless the termite. But beyond obsolete blessings, a birthright. We live a language a lot more in us all worldwide. Cosmic love energy, I go herbicide free, organically, me say worthwhile. Watch the way one of you take term points in terms of definitions and some termites. Yes, I check the eye. One side is defined by one side the other. I.e. I am an idea's man. I assign too much of the qualities of my child. Who's way up talking like there's two of me? One is a construct, one is a creativity. The supreme one, all encompassing information in and of itself. Most definitely, another life infinitely, most life infinitely. Beyond the scripture, niceness can be. Blessed be, I continually, Mr. Pick up a being as the infinity.